So I want to, before we go further, just outline the story, the structure of the song and the characters within the song, and then we'll start picking it apart from there, I think. So the song itself is, there's only 3 main verses, and then there's choruses in between them. In the song, it's a scenario where there's 3 people catching a train, and then an event happens on the train, and you see it from each perspective, which is really cool. And you already started talking about this. It's really good to see the same thing happen, but from different perspectives, and to understand, okay, even though this person sees it a certain way, maybe someone else sees it a different way, and that, yeah, there's broader implications in life, and like anything you can look at anything that happens in your life and say, oh, hang on, I saw it from my perspective. What about if I look at it from another person's perspective? What message do I get from that? So that's how the song is structured. Let's talk about the first verse then. So each verse actually is from a different person's perspective. The first verse is from, they don't have names, so I just called him an old man, the old man's perspective. Do you want to talk a little bit about the old man's perspective and what
I
you
will
see there?
So one thing I think I'll just say before we go into the perspectives is another interesting thing about this song is it actually got redone by the band a year later. So the original song was on their Hard Road album in 2006. Their 2007 release of this song is on their Hard Road, but it's restrung. So that was with the Adelaide Symphony Orchestra. So you've got a hip hop band playing with an orchestra, which is a very interesting take. And they did a great job with that as well. And I think at the end of the show, we'll show they changed the way in which they presented a third perspective. And that's very interesting in itself. You don't often see that about songs.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I meant to say that, but I forgot that. Yeah, there's 2 versions, and that last verse is the only real difference, the major difference between the 2, but it changes the way you understand the song so much. So we will talk about that a bit further on.